Well, today we are talking about one of Jimmy's favorite subjects, horsepower.
Oh, yeah, horsepower,
But no. Not the kind you find in cars. Today we're talking about real horsepower.
Okay, well, that's cool, too.
Yeah, the 12th annual Mount Hermon Plow Days is this weekend, and it's an opportunity to step back in time to see real horsepower at work.
And joining us this afternoon is the man who has been leading the charge at Mount Hermon Plow Days from the very beginning. This is Pastor Orrin Purdue. Pastor, thank you so much
for joining
us today.
Thank you.
So tell us, what is Mount Hermon Plow Days?
Well, Mount Hermon Plow Days, as Lisa said, we step back, try to carry the folks back 80, 100 years, how farm life went on at that time. And of course, at that time, there were very few tractors. Most farm families did not have electricity. And so with that setting and what goes on in the field with the field work and what the ladies and the children did while their husband, while daddy or husband was out plowing is also shown under a big tent. So,
oh, wow. So how did this all get started?
When?
How?
How? Well, some years ago, there was a similar thing in Pepper Box, Delaware, and they decided, it went on for a dozen years or so, and they decided that they were going to stop that. So then I had a plow day thing in my mind for a while, so that's when we started it. So it started 4 teams, and you know, not much advertising, not much of anything really. We didn't have a big crowd. It's just something that 4 farmers got together and plowed.
So not a whole lot of people use horses when they plow now?
Not now. Not
so,
in the Amish country they do, but.
Do I understand it's an opportunity for the visitors to try it for themselves?
Absolutely, absolutely. We usually have from 80 to 100 people who try the visitor plowing.
Wow.
All they got to do is guide the plow. The teamster drives the team, of course. So.
Is it harder than it looks?
Well, I don't know. If you've done it, it's like riding a bicycle, becomes natural, but it is a little difficult for the first timer.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
But that's interesting for especially the young people to see how it was done in the early days, isn't it?
Right,
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So there's other activities there, obviously. Tell us about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's all kinds of old games for the children, like shelling corn and various games that they had at that time. Of course, there's all kinds of food vendors and that sort of thing. One of the big hits, I think, is probably the horse on the treadmill that runs he powers a treadmill, and the treadmill runs a corn sheller, and that shells the corn. That's
really?
Yeah, that's one of the big things.
So have you got a favorite part?
Favorite part? I just try to keep all ends together. I like to plow, but I don't get to plow, and there's too many other things to do.
Now, have I seen Charlie Paparella run a plow out there before?
Yeah.
How did he do?
He did all right.
Yeah?
He did all right. I give him a great A.
Oh,
well,
good.
Right. Now, obviously, this is a yearly event. You've been doing it for 12 years now, but really, you teach farm and farm work year-round in the schools, don't you?
Well, no, not really. We do have a camp, summer camp, at the church, which is a separate entity from this, and we teach horseback riding, horsemanship, and so on there.
Yeah.
That's in the summer, June through August.
Now, how old should you be before you try to run a plow on your own? Can kids do it, I guess is what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they have a problem. The guy with the teamster will grab the handle of the plow and help.
Oh, okay, just in
so
case.
we don't put an age limit.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Top or bottom.
Yeah. And you want it to be straight. But
well, we like to be straight, but we don't have to.
Doesn't have to be, huh?
No.
Yeah.
So does anything get planted in this ground that you end up plowing?
It will be. We're done with it. Mr. Atkins, whose land it belongs to, he'll probably plant soybeans there this year.
Oh, wow. Now, it's been a kind of a wet spring so far. So what if it's muddy? Do you still do it?
We're okay right now. Come a 2-inch rain, we'd be in trouble. So we just trust that the rain will hold off. We could handle a 1/2-inch rain. Hopefully not plow day, but you know.
Ground will still be all right.
But I mean, we can plow through mud, but that's not what we want to do.
That's not the fun part, is it? Okay,
right.
so can you give us the where and when, Pastor?
Okay, where is Atkins Farm Market on Mount Hermon Road, just past the airport road. When is this Saturday? It's starting at 10 o'clock or before if you like to come early. And it runs till like 4 o'clock.
All right.
Bring the family.
Bring your family, absolutely. We have something for everybody.
Sounds great. Thank you so
Pastor,
much.
thank
And
you.
it's free.
My privilege.
Free.
Yeah.
What a great price.